You want to talk about AEW now?
Let's talk about Tony Khan's wing of the Asylum.
He was winging it all right. All right, Wardlow was first, and he got a big pop, and he looks great, and the people are loving him. But this was a TNT title match, the TV title, and also a street fight. As you'll remember last week, Scorpio Sky said, and it's going to be a street fight. For apropos of nothing. There was no thing that happened that necessitated it to be a street fight. So when they come out, here comes Wardlow. He's dressed in his tights, in his gear, which he should be. He looks great that way, but he ain't dressed for a street fight. And then here comes Scorpio Sky with the other Page and Lambert and half dozen miscellaneous MMA shooters. And Sky's not dressed for a street fight. He's in his gear. So why do the gimmick or advertise the gimmick if you're not going to do the gimmick? This could have been, and of course, they'd had to be no DQ because of the way they set the match up. But it could have been a no disqualification match. Then we could have just said lazy booking. But they advertised a street fight, and then there were not only, and here's the thing again, every match on AEW television, people are fucking using furniture, chairs and tables, kendo sticks, barbed wire, broken glass, thumbtacks, flaming skewers and shish kebabs, whatever the case. This is a street fight. They weren't dressed for a street fight, and there was not one gimmick used in the match. So anyway, Wardlow has so much charisma. And are you looking, now that he's getting confidence, are you seeing the way he's looking at the people and he milks them with an eye glance and he fires up and he's got the facials and everything? That's confidence. He's getting it.
Yeah, beyond the booking, the only problem I see with Wardlow right now is the hair.
And they could do something about that. It's hair. You can cut it. He can get a Manscaped package. But anyway, he looks like a beast. And at one point, Scorpio Sky sold a kick, or gave him a kick to the nuts, and Wardlow sold it for like 5 seconds, and then Northern Lights suplexed the guy. But I see what you mean. Wardlow has all of his charisma, and Scorpio Sky's too. He's a good athlete, and I've liked his work in the past, but now after 3 years, it seems like he should have come along, and instead they've just kind of buried him. Buried him in plain sight.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like that because within 3 years, without any fan support, really, without anyone really clamoring for a big push, he's gotten the tag team titles, first tag team champion, TNT title, now a few reigns. And people just couldn't wait to see Wardlow kill him and Lambert and get all of these guys off their TV.
Yeah. And that's what he did. They managed to drag it out through a break by having the Stooges on the floor distract Wardlow and Scorpio posting him. But then as soon as they come back, again, remember I said every time they go to commercial, there's the heels heat. 3 minutes of shit that nobody sees. And when they come back, the babyface is coming back again. These heels are getting shorted. But anyway, from the break, they come back. Wardlow hits a swanton off the top rope and brought the fucking house down. They love him. And then at that point, then the no DQ comes in because they want the spot where all the shooters run in and obviously feed for bumps off of Wardlow. And again, it's so obvious. I know the people are popping and they're liking it, but you could try. You could put the effort into trying to make it less obvious that they're running in there with their chin stuck out for him to fucking nail, right? It can be done. It just requires a little pre-planning and maybe a walkthrough with the green talent involved. But he bumps everybody, and then Sky hits him with the title belt and gets a 2 count. And then Wardlow just shoves Sky into Lambert, gives him a bump, drops the straps, which that's getting over. So now the strap drop, Lawler has a torch to pass to the strap drop. Powerbomb, place blue, powerbomb, place blue, powerbomb, foot on chest, 1, 2, 3. So that was perfect. It didn't last egregiously long. It was what it needed to be. Wardlow gets over. We said bet the farm on him winning. Thankfully, that happened. And why was this a street fight? What are your thoughts?
AEW uses gimmick matches as just throwaway TV enticements. It's not going away. It's only gotten worse. They only have more and more gimmick matches, it seems, every single week on the show. Beyond that, this is something that should have happened a month ago or whatever, 2 months ago, right after the pay-per-view. The fans have not wanted to see any of this Dan Lambert stuff. I hope Tony does the right thing and says, okay, let's move on now. I fear that he won't because he actually likes Dan as a person. So that usually means you get to stay around as long as you like. But I think people are ready to move on and do something else with Wardlow, and he's now the TNT champion. No more excuses. Now's the time you got to really fucking do something with him.
And I wonder what that'll be.